Hey, what is up, everybody? John from Magic Tech Review. Man, I got a lot of vape. I got a lot of vape stuff going on. Anyways, tonight we have a great show for you. We have CV Tech in the building. The individual. Oh shoot. Oh man, we gotta have one hiccup, right? Okay, there we go. Anyways, I have CV Tech in the building with us tonight. What is up, man?
Hey, how's it going? I'm glad to be back on here tonight. It's been a while. I've kind of been off air for quite some time. But yeah, I'm glad to be back on here tonight.
All right, all right. And like I told you guys that I'm going to be live streaming at least once a night, every night. So you guys can just go ahead and expect me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it might not be a long stream. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It might just be like a quick hello or whatever type thing. But you know what I'm saying? Tonight I got the special guest.
Yes.
So man, how you been though, man? What's been going on before we get into the meat of the discussion here?
Oh man, just been going through a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff personally, and just haven't. I've been kind of withdrawn from everybody here lately, and haven't made any videos. Actually, I think about. I have made some videos that I got uploaded. They're just not released yet. Haven't made a video in days, man. Just being real with you, and but hopefully it's going to change here soon. I got several I got to get put out and everything, and looking to see what's going to come next, man. So, sometimes you go through those times where you just need to take a little bit of a break.
Uh, oh, I see we have Mill Hustles in the house. Look at he's a little ticked off about this situation, man. So let's go ahead and jump right into the kind of the topic, man. And we're gonna stay on that topic. Huawei, man. What is going on with them, dude?
I tell you, man. Well, is it Huawei? I don't know if it's what. From what I've been seeing, is it actually a security leak or problems that are they actually spying, or is it something that the U.S. is just concerned about?
I guess it's just the U.S. is concerned about, or maybe they found something, or they saw something, or maybe it's just because they're a Chinese company.
I
But
mean, I've seen a lot of stuff online saying, that people be hating stuff like that, and I can understand that. But if they're really spying, do you really want? I mean, even though you ain't got nothing to hide, do you still really want them spying on everything that you do?
I mean, it's I mean for government officials, I would say that's definitely a no-no. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
for the common person, you know what I'm saying, the layman or whatever you want to call them. I mean, what are they really going to spy? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
Where you
I
go,
don't know.
what you're eating. I mean, come on. I mean, what they really going to get? I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
now one thing that I really wouldn't trust a whole lot is putting in your banking accounts, putting in all kinds of accounts from this, that, and the other. That's why, like on my blue phone that I bought, I'm not putting nothing in that phone. That I except for like my just a couple little accounts. But as far as putting in all kinds of this, no, because it's just a trust issue. Which that could happen with
Mm.
with any manufacturer.
So, yeah, so I want to pose the question, man, especially to the people in the chat, and thank you everybody that's here. I see I got about 24 viewers as far as what I can see on the Hangout thing. Um, you know, what about ZTE, man? What's going on with them?
Oh man, I hope that they don't ever take away ZTE, even if the mill hustle set is hating on ZTE right now. uh, but man, I mean, Huawei
Because they've
is no.
actually been fined for helping out. I guess they were helping out. I don't even know what countries they were helping out, but they
I
were
mean,
helping out some countries, and they got fined. They had to pay like I think millions or even $1 billion.
I mean, ZT. I mean, Huawei right now is number two. Okay, the number two manufacturer of cell phones. They surpassed Apple. And I believe that all this stuff, them trying to ban this and ban that. I mean, I know I'm gonna go ahead and say this here. Everybody wants to sit there and, blame the government and president and all this kind of stuff or whatever. But, if there's anybody else and they was having this concern as well, they'd be doing the same thing. So I mean, you can't hate on it whenever, if they are really trying to protect, that's just my thoughts on it. I mean, I like Huawei. Huawei is one of my favorite. I love Huawei. I love their devices. They make some awesome devices. The Honor brand, the Huawei brand, awesome devices. I love their phones. But if there is a security risk, then I can understand why the U.S. government is concerned about it.
I mean, do you really think the U.S. government would step in just because the company's doing well and it's Chinese?
That's a good
I mean,
question. That's a good question.
I don't think so. I mean, people do
I
say that
would.
politics have a lot to do with it, but I mean,
Well, I mean, look at Samsung. I mean, where are I can't remember where are they based?
South Korea, but we're like homies with South Korea, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Um, they won't be number two much longer. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Huawei become number one. Being honest with you, but I don't see it happening. Especially, I mean, overseas it might, but I mean, here in the U.S. with all this stuff going on right now, I mean, but like I say, if it is actually a security thing, I can understand it. But if it's not, and it's just then is what it is. But hope ZTE don't follow along with ZTE.
All right, let me guys, let me know in the chat what you feel about Huawei. Give me a thumbs up if you love Huawei. Give me a thumbs down if you hate Huawei. Or yeah, thumbs up or thumbs down, the emoji. And you guys better be liking the video anyways, you know what I'm saying, to begin with. Thank you for the like already. But I see some people in here. ZT is next to be dead. Yo,
Well,
if they say
not.
ZTE, bro. Oh my
Yeah, I
God.
hope not. I mean, ZTE is becoming, awesome. I mean, you know me and you, we ZTE all the way. I mean, I prefer to have a ZTE branded phone than really any phone because I'm just a big ZTE fan. But because I mean, with brands like ZTE, they can make a very solid performing device that can compete with some flagships out there for more than half the price. I mean, you look at the Axon 7, you look at phones like that. It was like $400 at release, and it competed with a lot of higher phones. And that goes with like the Blade Z Max and all these other phones that are just really solid devices that are not that bad a price. And for them
Yeah.
to sit there, and I mean, that would be really bad.
I mean, because it used to be Chinese things were very, very, very poorly made. You know what I'm saying? Now they're catching up and now they're actually making stuff pretty well. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's still that, made in China type stigma or whatever, but there's a lot of things that are actually well made from China now. So
Yeah, and honestly, one thing that I hate is whenever if you talk to somebody that's only about flagships like Samsung, Apple, LG, they hear
well, those are
ZT.
assembled in China. So it's not like, what I'm saying? They're assembled
I
in
mean,
China.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But whenever they hear the word ZTE, it's automatic junk. Whenever they hear a lot of Huawei, it's automatic junk. Whenever they hear Alcatel, it's automatic junk. The way I look at things is unless you've tried it, unless you've used it and give a real thought on it, you can't say nothing about it. That's why I don't judge a phone anymore till I've used it, because I can sit here all day long and bash a phone, but unless I've actually used it, I can't give a real thoughts on it.
Man, you're gonna have to like smuggle in Huawei phones and ZTE phone. Imagine, man, you have to go on the black market. You know what I'm saying? You have to meet somebody in the alleyway, And if you get caught like on a plane or something like with a Huawei, they're gonna put you on some type of list or something, man.
Yeah, I mean, like Charles here says, the ZTE budget phone's better than Samsung budget phones. You're exactly right. And the reason being is because ZTE can put a whole lot better processors. They can put better cameras. They can put they can put more features on a ZTE for a lot lower price than a Samsung that's basic bare bones. So, it's just, I don't know.
They won't last. The US won't carry them. So let's see here.
Yeah, I believe that the ZTE and Huawei, I believe they'll last even if the U.S. don't support them, because they're really big overseas as well. Over in India, over in China, all them places, they're like top dogs over there. Because they got phones over there.
Can they possibly lock the Huawei phones so they don't work in the U.S.?
Boy, I hope not, because I'm still planning on getting the Honor 7X, so I'm hoping that they don't.
I mean, is that a possibility?
That could be really bad.
Which I'm pretty sure you can. Like, you can lock it so certain bands don't work.
Yeah, it's possible.
So, I mean, because people think, oh, well, AT&T is not going to carry it, Verizon's not going to carry it. I'll just buy it from somewhere else and then, use it here.
Yeah, I mean, it's I got the Blade V8 Pro. Just my ZTE Blade Z Max was just unlocked by Metro, so it's available to use on other ones. So it would be kind of a kick in the behind if they sit there and said, okay, we're not going to no longer support ZTE, Huawei, Alcatel, all these Chinese-based phones. We're going to lock your phones down where they can't be used anymore. Period. That'd be kind of messed up because honestly, if that was the case, that they would have to do that with every single, every single manufacturer, because I mean they all can pose a security risk. I don't matter what manufacturer they are.
I think we're gonna have to do some more digging on this story eventually, or one of you guys in the chat, or that are subscribed, you should definitely link me any type of stories or whatever, because I'm only one person and I can only read so much. But basically, yeah. I've just read that they've been having some type of security issues or something like that. The government, what I'm saying? I mean, if the government's doing it, bro, I don't think it's just because they don't like a certain brand or something. I don't know.
I don't think so either. I mean, like I may mention earlier, everybody wants to sit there and point fingers at the president. It's just because it's so easy for people to do, because everybody's doing it. But if there really is a security risk for like the government officials and not using it and stuff like that, if it was another president doing it, then it would be like, oh, this is so awesome, this is so great. But it's just because of who the president is now, it's an automatic thumbs down. I know I'm gonna get some hate for that, but I really don't care. Because it's the truth. And anybody can see that, know that. But I mean, I think it is. I don't care who's president or who's in the government. If there is a company or manufacturer that is spying or something like that, then yeah, I don't think that government officials should be using those phones.
Yeah, well, at first that's what it was. It was like they're not going to let any, government officials. Then it was like, okay, well, AT&T is not going to even carry them no more. And then now Verizon has just dropped their support. So, what I'm saying? Like, I guess there's some information that we're missing here. That's the whole thing.
I mean, there's probably some stuff behind the scenes that you don't really know about and everything. I mean, we don't know everything. We just see a little story here and there about this or that.
Oh, I know everything. Come on, man. My name's Magic Tech Review, dude. So let's go ahead and take a look. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at these. What they're talking about.
I mean, like Tommy James says, OnePlus had over 4,000 customers' credit cards info stolen. Yeah, it can happen to any manufacturer. It don't matter if it's Apple, Samsung. It can happen to any manufacturer. No carrier, no manufacturer is immune to it.
So let's go ahead and take a look at what is going on, man. Because maybe we can get some Huawei phones. And glasses off for this one, man. A new bill would ban the U.S. government from using Huawei. Okay, that's January 14th. Well, AT&T's called to drop Huawei and phone makers' U.S. hopes.
I'm gonna read this comment here. Mill Hustle says, "I feel like it's an underhanded trick from other phone manufacturers. Wouldn't surprise me if other phone companies are paying to sabotage their names." Hey, you never know. I mean, you got a manufacturer like Huawei who's really stepping their game up and has actually surpassed Apple, and becoming number 2 and on the heels of Samsung. You really don't know. I mean, I wouldn't put it past any of them because they're out for number 1, and they're going to do whatever they can to, like you say, sabotage. So you really don't know. I mean, it could be that.
He declared that Huawei can wait as long as necessary till the U.S. market is not prepared to welcome their products and services. During the first half of the year, Huawei revenues reached $20 billion. The company is clearly successful. Let's see here. Huawei operates in more than 150 countries. However, there are countries which do not welcome the Chinese company Huawei and another company from China, ZTE, have both been banned from bidding government contracts in the United States. They are both suspected of industrial espionage conducted for China. Huawei founder Renz is a former soldier in the Chinese army. He formed Huawei in 1987. Damn, I didn't know none of this stuff. His collaboration with Chinese military is the main reason why his company is linked to governmental espionage. Concerns over the issue have been raised by the other countries as well, like Australia. Hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Huawei took over Ericsson in 2012. This way, it became the biggest telecommunications equipment firm. In the last 5 years, Huawei also became the third biggest mobile handset producer, very close to giant companies like Apple and Samsung. Wow.
Yeah, and I believe here recently Huawei actually surpassed Apple, so now Apple's fallen to number three, from what I heard last.
Huh. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of older stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, if these manufacturers wanted to spy on you, they can anyway. I mean, they can anyway.
Okay,
Any
Verizon.
any manufacturer.
Here we go. 13 hours. Gizmondo. That's what I read earlier. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the. We're gonna take a look at the most recent stuff. So okay, this is the one I read. This one I made a video about the Gizmondo article. Verizon dumps Huawei phones as U.S. government pressure mounts. So I guess the U.S.'s government is pressuring them. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, so according to Bloomberg, the change was driven by concerns from U.S. security agencies, which fear that Huawei could be using its devices to spy on consumers, potentially gathering and sharing sensitive data with the Chinese government. It's the same story that they got both Huawei and ZTE banned from selling networking equipment to U.S. telecoms back in 2012. The issue has recently been reignited amid calls for a new bill that would block government organizations from working with service providers using ZTE or Huawei products. Huh. Oh, man. But for the world's third largest smartphone maker, which is trying to seriously expand its sale here in the U.S., this is another big setback in what is becoming an increasingly hostile market. So there you go, man. That's kind of what's going on.
Well, but like I was saying earlier, if a manufacturer wants to spy on you, I don't care who they are, they will. They can. They're making the devices. They put all the software in the devices. They can do what they want to do. So that can go. That goes for any of them. So I mean, you can't like comments saying that this the president's fault and all that kind of stuff or whatever. Say what that's totally up to you. That's totally what you up to you. But if it was anybody else, then they'd be like nothing to be said about it. But you know, any manufacturer, I don't care what it is, Alcatel, ZTE, Huawei, Blue, Samsung, LG, whatever. If they want to spy on you, they can, and they will, and they probably are, but you don't even know about it. I mean, come on, they make the phones. They got all this. They got the IMEI numbers and this numbers and that numbers, and you put your SIM card in there, and it reads all your information. So I mean, they're going to know it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, really, why worry about it? I mean, because what are they going to get, really?
All right. So, what other news do you want to kind of touch on real quick? What other type of news do you want to touch on real quick that you've kind of heard in the I've been hearing about the S9 or whatever. I don't know. I'm not really too extravagantly excited about it. Apparently, they're gonna have like the facial
Mm-mm.
recognition stuff. You know, whatever. They're gonna make it better. They're gonna scan your irises and your face. So, what do you think about
I
that?
mean, honestly, I don't care about the S9. I don't care about the S9 Plus. These new iPhones coming out. I don't care about the new LGs coming out. I don't care about all of these flagship phones. I'm being honest, being real with y'all tonight. And the fact that I believe that they're overhyped. I believe they're overpriced. And the consumers are just falling for it, saying, that the S9 is going to have a new revolutionary this, revolutionary that. They always say that kind of crap. And it's the same
I mean,
thing you
it's
got
great.
before.
You can buy a TV this big, bro. Like just like as big as your arms can stretch. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
For like 500-600 bucks or $700. You know,
Exactly.
but a little teeny phone costs over $1,000.
They want 1,200 bucks for a new iPhone, and it costs 400 bucks to make it, if that, and they charge triple for it, and
And they don't even
it's
want to
such
give you
a
all the cables to it. They don't want to put a case on it. They don't want to, like, come
and
on,
it
man.
and it's so and when they drop like the iPhone 10 overall, what most people have been saying, I can't say for myself because I never used one, don't want to use one, but it's a fail. I mean, it's an epic fail compared to what they wanted it to be, and here they are charging $1,000+ for it, and it's overpriced. It's just overpriced, and honestly, I don't get excited when I hear about these new devices coming out because, like we've all been saying, they're overpriced. You're getting a very small bump up in what you got in the last year model. That's why I think that every flagship model needs to come out every 18 to 24 months. That way, give it people enough time to get used to the phone that they're using, and then whenever the next big thing comes out, it might be something worth upgrading to, other than people just saying, "Well, here comes the next version. Here comes the S9, S9 Plus, and now I got to upgrade to that phone." So I think it's
Right.
just a big money scam.
I mean, dude, like, I mean, even like the new MacBook, bro, like, it has one port to like charge, bro. Like, if you want to charge it and use something at the same time, like, you have to buy all these adapters and these plugs and these, like, oh my god, dude, that I couldn't even imagine, dude, like, just how terrible that is.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
you have to buy so many dongles, dude. It's like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and I mean, you can buy a phone like the Honor 7X for 200 bucks. Just from what I hear from everybody, is an awesome phone. And you can buy a phone like the Axon 7. You can buy other phone, and you can buy 2-year old flagships right now for a really good price. And honestly, they're still very relevant for 2018. I got the Galaxy S7. I mean, and it's still very relevant in 2018, even though a lot of people will say that phone's old news. But just a year ago, it was the best thing since sliced bread. So, what happened between year and a half? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, bro. There's people that have laptops for like 3-4 years, computers for 3-4 years.
oh yeah,
And
my laptop I've had since 2012, man, and it works like a brand new one. So I mean, if that was the case, I'd be buying a new updated computer every single year. Ain't happening.
so why is it these phones, bro? Why is it these phones can't do the same thing?
Honestly, I think with phones is that they know that whenever they pump out a new device, people's going to grab it up and eat it up because now it's all about phone finance, and they can charge 40 bucks a month for 24, 30 months for a phone. You're going to pay more than the retail price on it whenever you look at it for that. You look at 40 bucks a month for 24 months or 30 months. That's well over the price of what the phone's going to cost retail.
I Can your HD pop on for a second? It
Do
said
what?
HD for a second, and then it popped off. There was a little symbol on your thing that said HD, and then it went off.
Oh,
That was weird.
yeah. I think that I'm having a little bit of issue with this
Oh, there you go. It says
tonight.
again. See?
You
Cool.
know, I don't see it on my end.
Okay, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's my thing then. Okay, I see.
But you know, I think the reason why, I mean, you can take a Galaxy like a Galaxy S8, and honestly, they can make that phone last 3 to 4 years. If Apple can do it, Android could do it. You know, I mean, the iPhone 5S came out in 2013, and until this year on iOS 11, it was a pretty good, relevant phone if you like the small form factor. iOS 11 ruined the phone. But on iOS 9 and 10, the iPhone 5S ran smooth. It was a very nice, quick, smooth device. And it came out right at 5 years ago. So it just now this year became irrelevant to buy anymore because of the updates.
Bro,
So if
you know
that's the
how
case,
sick I would be if I lost an iPhone X or an iPhone 8 Plus or whatever the heck. You know how sick I would be, bro,
yeah.
if I put it down and misplaced it.
And what if you was to drop it right after you get it and then crack the back glass and have to pay $500 more to get the back glass fixed?
Oh my god, dude.
I mean, a back glass on a Galaxy S7 or S8 costs $20 to replace, and they charge it $500 for Apple because of the way they got it designed.
I bet you if there was a baby and the phone dropping, I bet you parents would pick up the phone instead of the baby. I bet you, bro. I bet you there's people out there that would rather save their phone than oh the baby, it'll be fine. It'll just get up and be all right.
Exactly. I've seen videos like that where people care about their cell phone more than their baby. I've seen it. You know, not in person, but I've seen it like in like videos. Like seriously, really, a phone? But you know, like I was saying, if they can make an iPhone last 4 to 5 years before it really gets to be unusable, well, it's still usable. It's just slow. Then they can make a flagship Android phone last at least 3 years before you really want to upgrade a phone, like they used to back in the day. This 12 month stuff, 6 to 12 month stuff, where they come out with a new phone, overkill, man. I think it's just a money racket because people's going to do it. People's going to buy it.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, same thing with the TVs. I guess it's but people don't really do it as much though with the TVs.
It says basically by next year or when the Samsung S9 comes out, that phone's going to be old news. Yeah, I mean, you know, it wasn't long ago you was hearing about the S7 and how great of a phone it was, and now you hear people talk about it. Well, it just, you know, this, that, and the other, and I'm like, yeah, and next year the S8 will be junk, you know. So I mean,
But I mean, what does
you
it
know,
do so much better? I don't understand. Like, what's
well,
the
the screen is bezel-less, and the cameras have a bit better sensors in it, and it's got a better processor. Wow, wow. I mean, is it really worth it? I mean,
because
my
people
S
sitting at home not doing anything, don't have no job, don't have no like nothing. Literally, they're just sitting at home. Because they need the speed like that.
I
I
mean,
just don't get it.
My Galaxy S7 runs the Snapdragon 820. It's got 4 gigabytes of RAM, and I think the S8's also got what 4 gigabytes of RAM, if I ain't mistaken, or is it 4 or 6? I don't know, but
What's
you
up,
know,
young
if you
player? What's going on, man? Huh?
so so I mean, yeah, I mean, if you had them side by side doing an actual comparison, is it really going to be that big a difference, other than the bezel-less display on the Galaxy S8 and just overall, you know, the 835 processor? I mean, I don't know.
Okay, so
Yeah,
what do you think about you saw the few videos that I made about the LG X Power 3, right?
I was getting to that. I was going to mention that here before you said it. I was looking at Mr. Carroll Ware here. It says, like you said, ZT Blade V8 Pro can hold its own against flagships. Yes, it can. I actually done a comparison, speed test comparison between the Galaxy S7 and the Blade V8 Pro that has not been released yet. And I mean, yeah, I'll go ahead and a little bit of a spoiler here. Yes, the S7 took it, but it wasn't a landslide. I mean, you got a phone that cost, you know, $700 when it released versus a phone that costs $150, and it's not a landslide. But yeah, back to the LG
Yeah.
and all that and all them specs that I've been seeing in your videos about the 835 processor ain't gonna happen. You know, the 4 to 6 gigabytes of RAM, I ain't gonna happen. You know, I mean, unless it's gonna be a flagship price for the Stylo 4 or the X Power 3, because them
Yeah,
specs. I mean, them specs is like flagship specs. And ain't no way it's gonna be no $200 to release. Not for an
it does
LG.
be heat, bro. You never know, man. Oh man, tell you, man. Uh, so yeah, man. I mean, yeah, I think it's kind of outlandish, especially like a 1440p screen, and I mean, man, you really think somebody coming in Metro PCS or Cricket talking about let me get the free phone, gonna jump on one of them phones for $300? They're not doing it. What can I get for free, man? Man, I can't. Man, I'm glad I don't even. I'm glad I don't work there no more.
Yeah,
That stuff was annoying, brother. Annoying, man. Yo,
and
they would get the phone for free, right? All they would have to do is pay for like the first month or whatever. Like we had a special sometimes, no activation fee waived, and they're only getting like the $30 plan, right? Then they talk about can I get a free case? What?
buy a case. I mean, come on, look what you're getting. You know.
I mean, the phone for free ain't good enough. Like, and then people want to say, oh well, it's not really free then, man. Like literally, there was a person that walked up in there, right? And they went all the way through the transaction. They were gonna just pay $30 for the first month and get the phone for free or whatever. Got all the way to the end of the transaction. I said, all right, that'll be $30. You know, no taxes or nothing like that. And they were like, oh, I thought it was free. Like what? I didn't even check your name, dude. You think we were just gonna let you walk out of here with a phone and a month for nothing? Like,
I know. Yeah. I mean, seriously. Wow. I mean, you think you're gonna get the first month free too?
yeah.
I
I mean,
mean,
shit.
I
Why
mean,
don't you why don't you just take the money out of my pocket too? Have that.
yeah. Here, take a free car charger, and here's a free case, and here's a wireless charger if you ever need it.
Yeah, just take the whole store. It's all free.
I know. I tell you. I mean, I just, with the X Power 3 coming out, I mean, I expected to have sort of the same similar specs as the X Charge regular X Power, maybe with a few bumped up specs here and there. I don't expect it to really be, much different. Probably still the same 720p display. Probably still micro USB. Probably still the crappy rear speaker that most LGs have on their phones. So I don't know. Maybe they'll do something different. I don't. I really don't know.
Yeah, I'm not taking any chances. I'm not believing it until I
Mm-mm.
actually see these specs, man. Because I know, bro. I know how these manufacturers work, man. They slightly update their specs. They slightly update a camera, and then what I'm saying, they call it revolutionary, all new, best
Mm-hmm.
in class. Oh my lord.
And see, that's like, oh, now this is the Boost Mobile variant. I know that Metro had a better G Stylo than Boost did, but I'm going by Boost Mobile. Okay, on the G Stylo, they had I think it was an 8 megapixel camera on the rear, five in the front. It had laser focus, had the same display, same size, same resolution. It had 1 gigabyte of RAM and 8 gigabytes of ROM. Okay, when they made the Stylo 2, they took away the laser focus, made a little bit better stylus pen. They gave it 2 gigabytes of RAM and double the ROM from 8 to 16, and that's
Mhm.
all they done. That's all they done with the phone. And they say, and
I mean,
so
bro,
I
they're
mean,
talking about an 8x9. They're talking about an infinity display, edge to edge. Like, come on, bro. With a 6,000 milliamp battery. I mean,
that
just go ahead and dream up whatever you want to dream up, man.
that's
That'll be
better
it.
specs. That's better specs than the V30, the G6, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's talking about flagship status. I mean, 120 gigabytes of ROM and I mean, come on now. I mean, the 835 processor and a 5.8 inch, all this 1440, 6,000 milliamp. Nah, I call bull baloney on that, man.
Yeah. So I mean, this is gonna be. I don't know, man. I guess it's just hyping people up. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
You know, and Rose Jane says so. ZT is not making phones anymore. What? Yeah, they're still making phones. I mean, and everything. It's just if you know, it's just what if they, what if ZTE was next? Because you know they're doing this here with Huawei. So it's like, you know, what if they did this with ZTE? That'd be horrible. That'd be terrible. It's bad enough with Huawei.
hey,
So
Isaac Diaz, what's up? Tommy James, what's up? Haven't said hi to everybody, man. Rose Jane, what's going on? I
yeah,
got a lot of people to say.
I've been talking 90 miles an hour. So I had a lot to say tonight.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, you haven't been on for a while, dude. You haven't been on for a
Yeah,
while, but
man.
yeah, man,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be going live every night, bro. So
Awesome.
man, you always got a spot, man, on the live show. You know that.
I appreciate that, man.
Oh, Nightbot, Nightbot's getting
Nightbot.
people.
Yeah, I've seen that several times so far. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to those kind of specs on the LG, nah. I mean, not even nowhere near close. I mean, I might could see, you know, a near bezel display. I might could see, you know, maybe like a 435 or a 625 processor or something like that. You know, I could see, you know, maybe probably the same camera. I might could see a rear fingerprint scanner, stuff like that. But I don't really see a whole lot of difference going on. Maybe a full 1080p display, you know. But yeah.
I don't know. I'd like to wager a bet. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Some not. I don't know. I don't know.
But
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. The way it's looking right now, honestly, yes, I have bought some phones. I bought that Acer phone unlocked, bought that blue phone unlocked, and all like that. You know, I bought the X Charge again for Boost Mobile, but they're going to go back because I have no use for them, and honestly, just don't. I mean,
How's
I'm
the blue phone?
really, huh?
How's the blue phone?
Blue phone right now is pretty solid. I gotta be honest with you. For 100, I paid $100 for it, and brand new, and that thing is solid. I mean, the only complaint I have with it is the bottom fire speaker is tiny, and the battery is not the greatest, but it definitely ain't the worst. Camera quality is so-so. I have not really tested it out in good lighting yet, but it's been very solid. It's a very solid device, and so far, no issues, man. It's been very for $100. I mean, yes, it's not the high end version, the 4 gigabytes of RAM and all like that, 64 gigabytes of ROM. It's 2 gigabytes of RAM and stuff like that, but you know you're gonna pay more money for it, and also that was out of stock, unfortunately. Or I'd have bought that
How
one
about the
instead.
Energizer phone, dude?
I ain't heard about the Energizer phone when that come out.
I think it might be already out, man. I think it's got
I
like
haven't heard.
you can get it for like you can get it with like three, or you can get it with like 4 or 6 gigabytes of RAM. What?
I haven't heard it. I hadn't heard about that, man. But the phone that I'm really aiming to get right now is the Red Honor 7X, and you know
I'm
that's
about
coming
to
out.
hit up Energizer right now, bro. Like seeing if they want to send me out a phone.
Yeah, man. I tell you, that's the first I've heard of it is when you mentioned it because I haven't heard of it.
Well, you need to shoot off them emails, bro. Maybe you can get one before me.
You never know. Don't put your foot in your mouth. Never know on the specs of the phone to be surprised. What do you mean, Michael Thomas? I'm not getting your comment there, man. Is LG X Charge old from the X Power? The X Charge took over the X Power.
Pepsi has a phone. KFC does too. Yeah, they do, but it's kind of like a rebrand type thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if the Energizer is one too. Is it Duracell or Energizer? Man, I don't know. Like ever since I've seen the Duracell company, they're going downhill, man. They're putting their name on just anything, dude. They're just slapping their name on any old product,
Yep.
like chargers and whatever, and making people think that it's the same, same quality as their batteries, and it's really not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that, Michael Thomas, but what I'm saying is they can't expect to make. I mean, if they want to keep the stylus or the stylo phones, the budget mid-range devices, with the mid-range prices, they cannot give it those kind of specs and keep it those prices. If that was the case, then what would they need the V30 for or the G6 for? Whenever you can buy a G6 or a V30 for still $600+. So they're not gonna make a new stylo with those specs and outperforming those specs for a budget mid-range price. I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I mean, I could see this year like maybe 3 GB of RAM, the most.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Maybe 64 GB, maybe. But we do this every year, guys. Every year we think that it's gonna be, the year of the 3 GB, the year of the 64 GB. You know what I'm saying? And what do? We get disappointed every year.
And most time, the best spec one that comes out's gonna be from Metro PCS. We all know that. Cricket always gets crapped on. So does Boost Mobile most of the time. So Metro is the one that always seems to get the best versions of everything.
Yeah, with the worst network, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is. It is. I agree. I mean, when you're in a good area, amazing speeds. If you get out of the city, you're out. You're just out.
Somebody's asking Xbox One versus PS4. I'm not in this one because I'm a Nintendo fan for life.
I've had PlayStation since the very first one. I've had PS1, PS2, PS3, and I switched to Xbox One, and I hadn't looked back.
I mean, I can only say from what I've heard or whatever, or what I've seen. I watch a lot of gaming channels. Apparently, Xbox doesn't have a lot of exclusives. PS4 does.
PS4. People like the PS4 because of the exclusive games. But and they got a bit faster this, a bit better graphics, stuff like that, whatever. But I think that overall, the Xbox One, my Xbox One S, I love it. I mean, it's solid.
Yeah, I love the Wii U actually, man. The Wii U is it's very, very solid for what is it called? Emulation games, like old classic games, man. You can get practically every Zelda there ever was on that Wii U. So
Hank Hall says Boost gets good specs. The X charges better specs than the Fiesta. The only thing different from like the Fiesta 2 and the X Charge is the fact that the processor on the X Charge is a 1.5 octa-core, and the Boost and the Fiesta 2 has the 1.4 quad core. And I've tested both phones side by side, and performance wise, they're about the same. Same battery, same RAM, same ROM, same screen, same everything. Just that the processors, one's a MediaTek, one's a Snapdragon, one's an octa-core, one's a quad core. But like I said, I haven't,
Google just hired the guy that actually made the PlayStation brand itself. Like, he literally made the PlayStation what it is today. They just hired him, bro. I think
Xbox
Google is looking to make a console, man.
Oh, wow. I wouldn't doubt it. Google's doing everything else. The Xbox One is with Forza Horizon 3. I'm set. Absolutely, Robert, man. That game is the deal. I'm looking forward to Forza Horizon 4 when it comes out. But yeah, that game is awesome. I agree. Galaxy S8 or the Note 8. I think that's just whatever you prefer, honestly. I can't say either one. I don't have an S8 or a Note 8. If you had to get one, Magic, what would you get? An S8 or a Note 8? If you had the option,
I'd sell it and buy a ZTE.
What kind of ZTE would you buy?
I don't know, man. I'm just not a Samsung guy, man. I really ain't.
So somebody said, "Hey, here you go. Either one. Take your pick. S8 Plus or Note 8."
I'd get the Note 8. I'd sell it, and then I'd buy the Axon 7 or an Axon 8.
There you go.
So yeah, buy the Note, get the Note 8, so you can sell it.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, you could buy 3 Axon 7s for what you could get one Note 8 for.
Yeah, exactly. That's why, man. I'm just not into those like that, man. Like any type of flagship. I've never owned a flagship before in my life because it's just not. At least not a current one.
I mean, my flagships are like 2 years old. Okay, I got the V20, came out in 2016. I got the S7, came out in 2016, and they're still really relevant in 2018. It works awesome, and it's fast, it's quick, and it works like a champ. Hank Hall says, CV, we know in a couple of years you're going to get the S8. Hey, in a couple of years, you never know. You never know. I just don't see the point of going right out when a phone releases and buying one. I mean, that's just me. Everybody's different, and
I would just be
nobody's
sick,
right or
bro, if I
wrong.
lost any phone, man. Like if I lost the phone, bro, I would be sick, bro.
I
Like if I
would too.
lost the S8, like my heart would just be like, ugh, and I'd be like, I couldn't breathe, bro. I'd
Hmm.
touch my pocket, I'd be like, and
How many
like everybody
times?
around would be like,
How many
yeah, what's
times?
up?
This goes for you, and this goes for everybody in the chat. How many people has ever went somewhere and been walking through Walmart or mall, whatever, and reached in your pocket and not felt your phone, and realized that you put it in a different pocket, but you reach down where you normally have it, and your phone is just not there, and you about to have a heart attack. I mean, seriously,
Never. I
I've
always
done
keep it in
that.
the same pocket every time.
Well, there's been times before I put it like in a left pocket other than a right pocket, and I go there and I'm like, oh my goodness, I lost my phone. I start backtracking, and then I realize, okay, it's in the other pocket, and then I can breathe again.
I always stick it in my bra.
So yeah,
Man,
there's a lot of people that's saying that they've done the same thing. It makes you,
man,
I
what's
don't
up?
know, it's just something about losing the phone, man, or thinking you lost the phone.
It was funny though, man. When I put out that video, a lot of people were saying fake news.
David says, I did that, but realized I was talking on it. I guilty. Guilty. I've been like, where's my phone at? And it'd be up to my ear. Yeah, that's bad.
Oh man, dude, I'm yawning, man.
Yeah. I mean, like Hennessy says, I love going to the Metro store and buying my Blade Z Max for 130 bucks to paying 600 to 1,000 bucks for a phone. Exactly. I went into Metro PCS and ported in my number, got my Blade Z Max for zero. I mean, got mine for free and it poured in and paid my unlimited, and that was it.
Oh, now somebody talking about they love my Zelda hat, which you gotta look my Wind Waker Zelda then. Oh, Wind Waker Link. God, I said Zelda. God. Oh yeah. Dude. You got the Mario one, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah. I got both. I got the Super Nintendo box set, and I got the one with the coin on it.
Hmm.
And then I got
Yeah, man.
then I got the Call of Duty one, which I haven't opened none of them yet. Man, my Super NES Classic is still in the box, man.
Zelda is fire. Yeah, I had my Super Nintendo Classic. I got one. That
Man,
was a lot easier to get the Nintendo one.
Nightbot is getting everybody tonight.
Oh, it's because he's caps. I guess excessive caps. I don't know. Sorry about that, man. Gotta have Zelda. Gotta have Yoshi. I need to make like a video, like a thumbnail, like with like both.
Yeah,
Like
Hennessy. I, I, I've seen some of the new ZTE devices coming out. They look pretty nice.
Nintendo is bad. Look at these people over here, man. Lies, man. Fake news.
Oh, how many dislikes do we have? We must have a ton of dislikes.
Do we?
I don't know. I
Check it
haven't
out.
looked.
I'll
Oh my
look.
golly, wow
I
says
don't know, man.
what's
Last time I didn't have that many.
oh my golly, wow says what's with the dislikes? We must have how many you
Guys,
got,
let's
man?
go. Jeez Louise. We have 26 dislikes and 23 likes. Everybody hit that like button like 3 times right now. Lordy have mercy. What is
So
going?
who is disliking this video? Who's disliking it? People don't like it,
Ain't
I guess,
nobody gonna
because
say,
it's,
man. They too. Ain't nobody gonna say who it is, man.
nah.
Isaac Diaz says, "I'm the first dislike." And the first dislike. Oh.
What did you guys do in the stream to? Well, I said some
Nothing,
things
bro.
earlier. I might have said some things earlier people didn't like, but I really don't care. I mean, if people dislike
Nah,
that,
bro.
that's
No,
their
no.
problem.
That's like bro. That's every night, man. That's an every night thing, bro.
Yeah, too many trolls around. True that. There's always trolls around. There's always somebody hating. Yeah, ZTE is coming out with some new phones. I'm not really sure what they're called, but they are coming out with some new phones, and they look pretty good. I'm still wanting to get the Alcatel out of 5. I ain't got it yet. I can't get a hold of Alcatel, so whatever.
Isaac Diaz. I know you're not the first to dislike, bro. Come on now. What's up, Magic Man? Love you. Thanks, Gregory. What is up, man? I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I mean the Axon 7, but I haven't really heard nothing but the Axon 8. I mean Axon M, it kind of came and went. You don't really hear much about it anymore, but that's kind of typical. But the Axon 7, you would figure that they would actually be an Axon 8, Axon 9, whatever it's going to be. If they follow suit and they don't really do a lot of changing mess, then they'll be awesome compared to the Axon 7.
The ZTE new phones is a 6-inch. Yeah, of course. I mean, why would they go back? You think they're gonna go bezel-less too, or what?
I don't mind bezels. I mean, if they're not like huge, I bet they can go a little bit thinner on their bezels. But I also like it with the buttons on the body, not the screen. Where you have the back, home, and recents button. Not on screen. I kind of like that. So I
Yeah,
was gonna make it. I was gonna make it more bezels as well. But
that's
I
what I
don't think
like
it,
too.
yeah, I don't think that they need to follow suit with all these other manufacturers just to copy what everybody else is doing. They kind of need to be original. 29 likes and 29 likes and 30 dislikes. Wow.
We're almost there, guys. Let's get into the positive.
I'm getting out of 5 on my tester. Okay, awesome. Yeah, the Idle 5. I still want to get the Idle 5.
No, Idle 5. Where you at? Idle 5. Idle 5. Hey, Idle 5.
Do you ever use it anymore? Or just kind of like came and went?
Yeah, not really. It's all right. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just the screen is a little small for me, man. 5.2-inch screen is just a little too small for me, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, honestly, anybody, I mean, I know that's not a question anybody's asked, but from what I've heard from a lot of reviewers and a lot of people, if you're looking for a really cheap budget phone on Cricket, ZTE Blade X. I heard that ZTE Blade X is a really solid phone. So it's like a baby Blade Z Max. You know, I hear that thing is really a really solid budget phone for a really good price. If anybody's wanting to buy, I mean, not the ZTE Blade X Max, but the ZTE Blade X. Heard it's solid, very good phone. The same design as
I got the best phone right here, the Samsung Galaxy Ant 2.
I got the
Ant
Samsung
2, baby.
Galaxy Ant. I get the Samsung Galaxy Ant Prime, but it's in a case right now. So this phone got 7.1. This phone got 7.1.1 nougat. Can you believe it?
Wow.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh yeah, I got a new controller too. It's pretty dope actually. Let me show y'all that real quick. Might as well give
Yeah,
them a little airtime.
yeah, Andrew. I mean, I've heard from everybody that ZTE Blade X is awesome. And I get it myself. I probably will eventually because I just like it. But I like buying unlocked phones because that way I can use my hotspot. can't do it
Let me
whenever I
show
got
you.
a Cricket
Let me
phone.
show you real quick. Oh, yeah, yeah. One second.
So yeah,
Okay.
iPhone SC2. Who knows? I haven't heard nothing about the iPhone SC2, honestly.
All right. So this is the one that that I've been using for like a hot minute now. This one is called the what is this one called? Holy crap! The Game Sir. This is the Game Sir one. It comes with a little thing right there, and then you can pop in your phone or whatever and play on your phone. Which I don't really
Oh,
use it in
okay.
that mode or whatever. And this one has an internal battery. You charge it with the micro USB right there. Pretty dope controls. Everything's pretty nice. And it lights up and everything. So I really like this one. The digital pad is a little bit small on this one. Like, I don't know, it doesn't look small, but it's a little bit small for some reason. But other than that, I love this controller right here. So that's the Game Sir. This is the one that I've had this one for almost a year and a half now. This is like the first like actual like big product that I was sent. Then most recently, Easy SMX sent me a controller, which I am really, really digging, actually. And this one is I guess it's just Easy SMX. I don't know. Like, I don't know what it's actually called, but this one right here. So this is another one that they sent me. It has like the grips on the sides here, as you can see right there. This one has more grip, I guess. See how it has a bigger, like it goes all the way around. But I mean, you don't need that, you know what I'm saying, per se. But so these are the two controllers that I've been using. I kind of like the digital pad on this one better than this one. This one just doesn't like, it doesn't feel as good as this one. This one is like
Looks like looks like an Xbox controller.
Yeah. So, and the triggers are, analog. So they actually pull down and then they spring back up like that.
Mm-hmm.
These are just the pushy ones or whatever. And then it comes with the little piece so you can put it in. I like this one because it runs on batteries. Actually, I like these because you just pop your batteries in. When it dies, you just pop your batteries. Pop a new set of batteries in there, and you're good to go. I don't know. I like it. I like it better with the batteries.
I'm gonna answer this question here because this is a question here I do know. Mr. Caraware says it's ridiculous how much a game console controller costs. I found out why. Okay, whenever they release an Xbox or PlayStation, they sell them for not. That's what I've heard from actual people. That deals with the consoles. That they sell them for barely more than what they sell retail. I'll get that right here in a minute. They barely sell them for more.
PlayStation actually loses money.
Yeah.
When they first come out, they actually lose money on every console.
Yeah. So with the controllers, they charge $50 plus for a controller, for an actual controller for PlayStation or Xbox. The reason is because that's where they make all their money at. I heard that it costs less than $5 to make a controller for PlayStation or Xbox. It costs less than $5, but they sell it for like $60. That's where they get their money back from. So,
and software.
So while they're not making a whole lot of money on their consoles, they're making it all back on the controllers, and the controllers never drop in price. A console can be out for 5 years, and it might drop $5 in price. That's just because all their money is in their accessories.
Yeah, I mean, and I can understand. I mean, the console does, a lot of things, man. And, I'm saying, you can buy a whole console with a terabyte, 2 terabytes or whatever for around $300, $400, $500, you know what I'm saying? And then, you got this little iPhone that costs $1,200. So come on now.
Yeah, I mean, my Xbox, my Xbox One S has 1 terabyte hard drive. You can get on here and watch all kinds of stuff, Netflix, Hulu, play games, whatever you want to do. On there, it costs like $300. And like you say, I mean, and it lasts. You can do a lot more stuff than just play games on it. And yeah, an iPhone that can just that one slight drop, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
They want $1,000 for it. Ridiculous.
Yep. So, Gregory says, "Good night, Magic. Love you there. I have the Xbox One S. Bad as love it." Oh, okay. That's what's up. Oh, so you want to go ahead and wrap up, bro? Because I think everybody's like asleep in my house.
That's cool. That's cool, man.
All right. So where can they find you at, sir?
Find me at Instagram and Twitter at CV_Tech1. Of course, on YouTube at CV Tech. Make sure it's the right one because there's more than one on YouTube right now. So, yeah. But of course, you'll know it's me because you'll see my face.
Yeah, guys, go ahead and follow me on all social medias. I have it all in the info. I'd like to actually get a following on some of these social medias. I'm not the biggest social media person, but I'm going to start, you know what I'm saying, posting pictures and whatnot, posting some cool pictures of the family, Little John, different things that I do throughout the day or whatever. So, yeah, and go ahead and, leave a like on it. And if you reach the end of the video, go ahead and type in CV Tech is number one. Hashtag CV Tech is number one. At the end of the video. So, yeah. So that's cool, man. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out, guys. See you in the next time.